This is Julianne Condia, host of Rewritten. Thank you so much for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Bryce Burge, host of Your Soccer Passport here on Public House Media. After this episode, come join us on a trip around the soccer world as we discuss club and country every Tuesday. Stamp your soccer passport by subscribing on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your Public House Media podcasts. And thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
To have what very few have, you have to be willing to do what very few are willing to do. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Welcome to Public House Media. I am so glad that you're here with me today because we are halfway through the year. Can you believe it that at the time of this recording, it's already July of 2019? I know that I have just been blown away with how fast the year has been going, but that doesn't mean that you don't have time yet to crush goals, to set goals, to accomplish things in this world. You have the opportunity to not only finish the goals that you've set maybe at the beginning of the year, reevaluate the ones that you have and maybe course correct, or set brand new goals for yourself to finish the year strong and to rise up out of your current situation and live your best life. That's what we're all about here at Choose to Rise, and I want to help you be your absolute best. If you want to connect with me more, head over to ChooseToRiseUp.com. Follow me on Instagram at KJPMeyer. You can not only get a new episode dropped every Monday, Wednesday, Friday of the podcast here, but you can also find daily inspiration of living healthy, having a positive mindset, and just, living out your best life on my social media. So head over there, check that out, follow, tell your friends about it. It's a great place to be inspired. And if you're really interested, join me in the mission, right? I love having people be connected and on a daily basis be inspired and connected together so we can help each other rise up and be our best self. Today, I want to talk to you about 6 goals to be making mid-year here to finish the year strong. I happen to be in 2019 right now, so we're going to kind of talk a little bit about trying to keep this year neutral, but if by the time you get to 2020, I want you to have met your goals and to have crushed things. So, number 1, the first goal you can make and meet by the end of 2019 is to work out every single day. Yes, every single day from here on out, or at least every 6 days, taking a rest day in there. Active recovery is a beautiful thing. Working out and getting your heart rate up at least for 30 minutes a day not only helps you be your best, feel your best, your body can function at its best, but it's also a great way to release endorphins into your system to boost your mood, to boost your energy, to help you live your best life. I know I always think the most clear after my workout. It's usually when we record these podcasts is that when I feel the most inspired and the most ready to tackle my day is after I've had my great workout. Sundays happen to be rest day for us. And so I always just feel a little bit off on Sundays. I get to go fuel my soul with church. I get to be a part of, our rest days as a family and just spend some great quality family time. But I really miss my sweat sesh someday. So we always try to get out and do something anyway on those days, just so that we can be feeling our absolute best. So working out every single day is a big thing. My team and I are working on a new goal of 100 workouts in a row. And it's a newer program that we're going to be starting, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. And if you want to be a part of that 100 days, we're calling it Mission 100, Mission Move 100. And I would love for you to be a part of that. So just let me know if you would like to be a part of that. KJPmeyer@gmail.com or ChooseToRiseUp@gmail.com would be even better. Shoot us a message. The second thing that you can do, start a goal and really crush by the end of the year is start a side hustle. Start something that you love doing, whether it's the kind of the side hustle that's turned my main hustle with coaching, or if it's something else that you absolutely love. I've been reading a book by Mel Robbins, and it talks about reaching for your passion and going for it and starting something small. So like she was coaching this guy who was a teacher, and he really loved wine, and he really wanted to like open his own like wine bar. And she was like, well, what are smaller steps that you could take besides, quitting your full-time teaching job and opening this wine bar, which is going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars and he doesn't really know much about wine, but he really loves it. And so she's like, what are some smaller things that you can do? So he started taking some classes. He started, working at a wine bar to learn more. He started, working, getting small pieces into it. So he started as something on the side. He started learning and, investing his time and energy into something that was going to pay him forward in the long run. So whether you start a side business in an MLM or you start, creating something that you love doing, we have a great, friend who loves knitting. And so she's like, this is kind of my sanity thing. I love knitting and creating things. And so she started a little side business, creating things. Like she does hats and gloves and mittens and scarves and Halloween costumes and all the things, but she just loves knitting. And so she loves serving people in that way. We have a cousin who is a phenomenal woodworker, and he does another job by day, but like loves to just come home and work in the garage and create things with wood. And so that could be a great side hustle for him. And once you start now, you can, get your business launched, or you can, start doing things and taking them places to get for sale. And then, start earning some income off of that. And who doesn't need a little extra income in their world, especially with something that you love doing? It doesn't become work. It just becomes, a fun thing to do and, pay for itself. The next third skill that I would encourage you to do, or goal to make mid-year, is to learn a high income skill. There are so many things out there in our digital world right now that are going to be paid well for. And if you know how to do something with technology, especially, you are a trade of some sort, you are of high demand right now. And so learn some of those skills and see what you can do to help other people out. There are a lot of people, especially in my business, that are looking for graphic designers, that are looking for website developers, that are looking for people who know their way around certain things and messaging and marketing kinds of things. So learn that kind of stuff. Learn the trades. In our country right now, in our area specifically, we're really looking for high school graduates to get into a trade school, because we need people like that in our world, and that can be very high paying jobs. So in the summertime, my husband's a teacher, many of you know. In the summertime, my husband picks up a lot of construction jobs. Right now, he's working in another teacher's house, kind of helping them prepare for selling their home here in the next few weeks. And so it's just, being able to have a skill that can pay extra and doing something on the side is a great way of getting something done. The next goal I have for you is really more of a personal development goal. And this list on here is to read 2 books a month. And I think that's completely doable. First, when I read this list to my husband, he was like, read 2 books a month. He's like, I'm lucky if I can get 1 maybe done by the end of the year. And I was like, oh, but let's think outside the box here. So if you're like me, you like to listen to things, maybe while you're listening to a podcast instead of reading a book anyway. But I love my Audible app. I listen to audiobooks while I'm walking the dog, which is about an hour a day. And so, if it's a 4-hour book, that's a book a week could be, if it's an 8-hour book that I'm listening to, I'm definitely a week, 2 weeks that I'm getting that done. And I can easily get 2 books in a month done. I have lots of books here behind me on my bookshelf that sitting down and reading with my kids for 30 minutes a day. They're to the point where they can read themselves. So, doing that kind of thing, they're reading, I'm reading, sitting down and making sure personal development is something that you get in. You're so much to learn in this world. And if you are not learning every day, you're letting that day slip away from you and the opportunities that come with it. So I would say for sure, try to get in 2 books a month, at least 1, and try to look outside the box, whether you're reading physically with a physical book in your hand, maybe you're getting them from the library if you can't afford to buy them yourself. Maybe you're borrowing from a friend, doing a book swap kind of thing, or you're doing an Audible, or you're listening to, you can get audiobooks from your library too and pay nothing for it. So great options to learn and to grow and to, just keep your vocabulary going and your mindset going and find something that's going to help you and encourage you maybe in support of the 3 goals that we learned earlier. Number 5 is start investing. Investing your time and energy into something that is going to help you in the long run, investing your money in an area that is going to grow and to, give back to you in the long run. And then really starting to just invest yourself. Investing in yourself always has a positive outlook on it. So I was listening to a Brooke Castillo podcast, the Life Coach School podcast, and she a while ago talked about how investing in your mind, investing in yourself is the best investment that you can make. So maybe it is spending a few dollars this month and picking up a good book that's going to help you learn a high income skill. Maybe it's starting that side hustle, but you're investing in yourself so that you can move forward in a positive way. I know that when I sign up for a personal development conference, when I'm going to the Global Leadership Summit here in August, so here's a plug for them. I make nothing on that, just saying get to a Global Leadership Summit. You can go to gls.com and sign up. They have hundreds of thousands of locations all over the United States and in the world. And you can go to a satellite service or to the actual one in Chicago. If you are in another country, they hold them everywhere, all over the place. I think they're over in 250 countries now. So make sure you plug into gls.com and the Global Leadership Summit. It's amazing. It's in early August. And so check that out. So investing in yourself, investing in your time, your money, your energy into something that's going to profit for you, going forward. If that's actual money profit or if that's just life value profit, it's always a good thing. And the last goal I have for you that you can set right now and finish before the end of the year is set financial goals. Set for yourself something that you want to achieve, any dollar amount, and then manifest it into your life. What you focus on, you create more of. So if your mind's eye, it doesn't have to understand how it's going to happen. It just needs to know that you want it to happen. And then you act as if it already is happening and life gets better. So set a financial goal. I set one earlier this year. And just kind of track some progress on it recently. And we're well on our way of getting where we need to go because we've focused on it, because I've set it as a goal and stayed attuned to where I was at with it. Setting financial goals to, maybe achieve something within your business, in your personal, maybe it's to get out of debt. Maybe it's to actually make a certain amount of money. Maybe it's able to donate a certain amount, or maybe it's to be able to reduce a certain amount on your home or any debt that you might have. Set a financial goal today that's going to help bring some freedom into your life. And then, see how far you can get in the next 6 months and how you're able to, create some amazingness in your life. Give yourself some freedom and rise up out of your current situation to live your best life. So those are 6 goals that you can start making right now or tweak and make better for the rest of the year, for the remaining part of the year here. Work out every day. Get your body and your mind in shape. Start a side hustle. Earn intellectual income on doing something that you absolutely love. Learn a high income skill, something that you will be able to profit from and to just make you more valuable in this world. Read some books, at least 2 a month. Get yourself going and strengthening your mind. Invest in something. Invest in your mind, invest in your time, invest your money, earn something to make yourself more valuable, and set some financial goals and see where you can get before the end of the year. All of these things, all of these types of goals are going to help you, live your absolute best life. What we have to have what you very few have, you have to be willing to do what very few are willing to do. And some of you are probably listening to the podcast and you're probably like, girl, I'm checked out. This isn't for me. I'm not going to do these kinds of things. I don't want those things. But those of you that are and really striving to do something great with yourself and with your life, I would encourage you to take action and go do things. And I would love to hear what you're doing. I'd love to know and support you and cheer you on and be a part of the mission that you're with. So let me know what you're doing. Head over to ChooseToRiseUp.com. Fill out the connect with me section at the bottom. Check out podcasts, check out my blog, learn more about what I do, and let's get connected. I want to be a cheerleader for you and what you've got going on in your life. All right. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you back here again next time.